Just I need to separate the horizon line. I'm going to add with the pink. We have a more space for the sky part. So I separate from this section. More space for the sky, less for the snowy part of the landscape. So just separate it with pink color and then clean the brush. I prefer not to use lots of water in my brush. I just clean it and then with the napkin, make it dry. Then start apply with light tone of mixture yellow and white for my sun. And the sun should be placed here a little bit more toward right. So I'm adding like a big circle like that. And it's more white. I will do it, add more white color on top of it later. I'm going just to separate it with the white color. Even we can do like that a little bit to add more around the sun with this white color. Sorry, yellow, light yellow. And then I move on with the pure yellow color in between. It's wet already and they mix very nice together. Even you can back to the lighter tone if you see that it's so sharp yellow you can reach. And then move on with this two color mixture of white and yellow and then yellow. We don't think about anything, just the background. But it should be wet. It shouldn't be dry because when it's wet, you can easily mix another color to this color. You can see the white and yellow easily mixed with the pure yellow color. And it gives us nice and warm yellow. Pure yellow a little bit. I'm not using pure yellow to the center, just around. And I don't let it dry. Clean the brush with napkin. Right away with the pure white color. The huge amount added to the center. Just some brush stroke with the pure white color. Just add some stroke. Even you can make it a little bit, move around. And then let it dry. Then we move on with this pink color because they need to do at the same time. We don't want to let it dry and the line create in between. If you do when the paint is wet, they very gently mix together and no line create in between. But we have always chance to fix it. I'm just going to add pink color, pink and white. It should be really light. Even if you say it's a little bit light mixed together, would be okay because the trees will come on top. But always we can bring the other yellow color on top and then let it move into the pink. It's just like a playing of the colors. You can let the pink move toward the yellow and let the yellow move toward pink. And when both colors wet, they very nice blend together. Most of the part I know that it's covered by trees, but it's okay. We need to cover whole the background first and then add the trees on top. Now here the yellow color is dry, so the line create like here, and they don't blend together like that part. So again, back to the pure, back to the yellow and white mixture, and then bring it into the pink. and make this darker, this line as well. So I'm going to add so simple like that. I don't add any brush stroke for now. Like this. On distance, it's okay to be dark, but here on the center, I really need to make it light. And separate the road from. We can start with this one. On top, we start with a pure blue color. I'm going to add a darker tone. Just start with the pure light blue and add some stroke like that. Randomly bring it to distance. It's small, it's bigger, and when it's move on to our distance, this gets smaller. Even you can leave it with a heavy stroke and leave it like that, not blend it. And then take this color that premix and bring it in between, like that. I add a little heavy, take heavy paint and try like working with palette knife. I try to make it be heavy and sit on top. After it gets dry, you can touch it and feel this texture, which is interesting. It can be less texture on the distance and more texture here in front. Even back to the pure blue color and bring it in between. You already make the road actually ready because of the base that we add. So just we need to bring some light and dark color on top and make it more interesting. Even you can make it bigger, and in between bring the lighter tone. To value, always interesting to have it and make the painting more beautiful. Then move on the other side. if you have. So we need burnt sienna and we need orange. Even if you don't have orange, you can mix yellow with red and reach the orange. So this is the orange color we need. And we have already yellow. A tiny bit, let me add. So this 3 color. For a little bit front would be okay to use those, but for really understand a tiny bit lighter we need to have. So I take my orange, a little bit reddish brown, try to mix these two together. It's light brown. Even more in this color and a little yellow. I would like to reach light tone. Start to adding here. Narrow line till up. It's not really thick. And it's not really heavy paint. If you like heavy paint to add, it's better to add it in the trees which is in front of us. For this one, I make it more narrow and more light. And even when it's close to the sun, it's not dark like that. Here should be lighter. So I clean the brush with napkin or rag and add some this pinky color or even the yellow color. Try to add on this part to make it a little lighter tone. To see some changes. Just on center. Even we can add so tiny bit white as well to make the section a little lighter, just here. And now the bottom part, it's a start here and then disappear to the sun. So I don't leave it more up. I just try to disappear this section by adding this color that I have before, the peachy color or the white color. I would like to make it so light. same color or maybe orangey tone. When you have watery brush, it's more loose like watercolor. Then you can make some details here like that by adding some brush stroke. It's not heavy at all. So it's a bunch of bushes here. More orange tone you can bring. And after it gets dry, it's moved toward the background. And then randomly, like curvy stroke, try to add some curvy and stroke with tip of brush. And then we can bring it a little up, even to show on the stance. We have a lots of branches that's covered by leaves or something. And when we add the darker tone on top, they really move background toward the background and give our painting more beauty. But please not cover whole the background color, just some would be okay. Even you can just add one stroke because it's so watery and loose. You can bring one stroke even in between like that. It doesn't matter from where, I can start from here. Just add some stroke with the tip of your brush. And it's better the base be completely dry. Then heavy paint, take heavy paint and make it like some stroke. In between, make sure that the background should be visible, not cover all the part. Because if you make all the part dark, it's not get the beauty. We need to see this warm color under it. Even a little bit of space in between, move down and add more here. I love heavy paint to bring because of that I take more texture, but it takes time to get dry. Even when I want to add the snow on top, I should wait a little bit, get completely dry, and it takes time. I take a tiny bit blue with more white, mix those together. And I think this is a good color for the snow that we need. And with the same brush, even if it's mixed with the dark and browny color, would be okay. It doesn't happen anything. A little bit, it's okay. So I clean my brush, take heavy paint of white. Very gently, I try to add on top of this one, and then I try my best not to cover all these dark color. Just add some brush stroke. That would be enough. Very gently. Bring it up and down. And make some snow on top. Please not cover everywhere because the snow is not cover all the leaves and the branch. Even the snow is nice to be heavy. And this one.